Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since you've seen me, but you knew I had to come and talk about this, and I'm glad I'm in good enough health to do so. I'll get to that later. As I'm sure you know, the SNK World Championships has recently concluded, and of course, many people were anticipating some big SNK news to close out the event, and we got some. So, of course, I have seen the trailers, but I only watched the premieres. I didn't go back and watch it a couple more times. I wanted to wait until recording this video to watch it with you all. So let's go and see if I catch anything I didn't catch last time, and also tell you what was going through my mind at certain points in these trailers. Let's go. When I saw this right here, I was a little bit on edge because I was wondering what it is they were going to reveal, even though I feel like Neo Geo kind of gave it away. And of course, when that popped up, I'm like, yeah, we're getting some City of the Wolves news, which is exactly what I wanted. Love this shot right here, by the way. And the man in all his glory. Ha ha ha, get ready to rock. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. But yeah, in case you don't know how I feel about the look of City of the Wolves, I love this comic book look that SNK is leaning into. Like, it's kind of a little bit over the top because I know some people apparently have said that it's a little too flashy, and not by flashy as in like stylish, but I guess too many like actual flashes where I guess it might, like epilepsy warning or like too blinding or whatever. Which, in that case, I do hope they can tone that down. I mean, there were settings in the old SNK games, especially when they're ported now, where you can cut off the flashes. So I'm pretty sure something like that will be in this as well. Of course, I know there's going to be that discourse about SNK and how their games look and everything. It's been practically something that SNK has been under scrutiny for ever since going from KOF 13 to 14. But yeah, I'm digging this. I know people are going to say, oh, it's just KOF 15 reskin. Like, the animations and some of these little, like, just the details and everything, I kind of wish KOF 15 looked a little bit more like this. And I haven't really been that critical of the graphics. Like, I mean, I've always said as long as it doesn't hurt my eyes to see, which is ironic considering what I just mentioned about people complaining about too many flashes. Again, throw up a picture of the infrared scorpion. As long as it doesn't make me feel like this, because honestly, that was just annoying and just literally the only time I feel like I played games and felt my eyes were burning, then you're good. I mean, sure, 14 in the beginning was a little bit rough, but the graphics patch that came with it did kind of make everything a little bit better. But again, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I understand if some people don't like it, but some of these folks really need to stop with this illusion or this fantasy where they're like, the fans want the 2D style back, or even worse, they should give it to Arxis and make them. No, no. Again, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Would it be cool to see some SNK characters designed in the Arxis style? Yeah, but just SNK handing it over or just pretty much trying to rip off that style or whatever, you're basically sacrificing and throwing away all potential for uniqueness just for the sake of making something look cool. Say what you want, but in my opinion, it's not worth it. Aha, he referenced the Marvel song. Just kidding. Again, this comic book, I love it. Rev Guard. I was unsure of what that was. I know in this first scene it kind of looked like a push block. Because I know, let me look at that again. See, yeah, right there, if I can get it. Terry was closer, albeit like, not like super close, but he was a little bit closer when he was throwing those kicks. So when they mentioned Rev Guard, I kind of figured maybe it's kind of like a push block. I'm pretty sure, of course, you're going to have to pay Rev Meter for this, which is going to be one of the cores of this game's gameplay. I don't think we gotta look at any UIs, which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the UI looks like, seeing how kind of over the top the design kind of is in some aspects. Let's keep going. The Rev Excel mechanic I popped for once I realized it's chaining special moves together, which I'm always a fan of. Overall, from what I could tell, the rev mechanics look solid so far. Can't wait to see exactly like how they work, which more than likely we might get some hints about that. Because of course, as I'm sure you know, City of the Wolves is going to be at Evo Japan next month, which I wish I could make because I can't wait to get my hands on this game. I really can. I can't wait for the first beta, first demo, which I hope isn't too far off from Evo Japan, but we shall see. One thing that did concern me a little bit when I was watching this trailer was, at least for my taste, as they were showing like gameplay, it seemed kind of stiff at certain points. Like, let's see. Like you see at certain points, like everything kind of just hold up. At least from my taste. But then again, I realized, number one, it's still in development. And number two, they're just showing off or at least giving people a good look. Maybe the mechanics might actually trigger like these little moments where everything kind of slows down for dramatic effect or something. And not to mention, of course, when they showed the second trailer, kind of removed all doubt right there because everything looked really awesome there, which we're going to get to that. Also, I assume this is the theme song, and if it is, it sounds awesome. SNK barely misses when it comes to music. So yeah, the first trailer was really awesome, and honestly, as I'm watching this live, I actually thought that that was all we were gonna get. Because I mean, even though it's just showing off, of course, two characters we knew that were gonna be in the game, but we also got the mechanics. Gotta look at the UI kind of, or particularly that bar, the rev bar. But of course, SNK came with more. Let's go.
Gonna take you for a ride.
Take you for a ride.
Hey, come on.
Oh, of course. We got English dubs. That surprised me. And I do like the fact they're doing it, but after the last time I talked about some voice acting on here, I'm not gonna jinx it by saying whether it's good or bad. I will leave that to you. I know, of course, the big thing with Natara's reveal was the fact that she's being voiced by Megan Fox, who I'm not a fan of, and I don't dislike her either. I do know lots and lots of people really do admire her. But, I mean, all that aside, I think her voice work for Natara was solid. Hotaru Futaba!
The path I've chosen.
I honestly thought that Hotaru was going to be in KOF 15. I really did. But I'm pretty sure Hotaru Futaba fans are happy to see her regardless. I mean, I said it in a video a while ago. She was a lock for this game. She was a lock. My boy.
I will win this match for my fans.
Long Island Tizzy T.
Aha! A fine specimen from my research.
Yeah, so I was not expecting SNK, far as like this game is concerned, to reveal a new character. So this kind of surprised me. With that being said, usually, at least within the past couple years, whenever SNK introduces a new character, I'm usually pretty sold on them. This instance is not one of them. I don't dislike Preacha, it's just I'm not sold on her right now. Maybe if I see a little bit more, yes, no, maybe so. From what I could remember, she seems to be Joe Higashi's apprentice, and quite frankly, I preferred Kuwan, who you might recall was amongst some of these scrapped characters from the scrapped original Garo 2. At the same time, I am happy to see Preacha because this gives me hope that some of the other characters will definitely make their way into this game. Again, I don't know what to call this guy right here, but this guy right here is one character I'm hoping makes it into the game. I really hope so. I know there's going to be some tweaking, but don't tweak him too much, because if everything lines up and Preacha was kind of a redesign of Kuwan, again, like I said, I don't dislike Preacha, it's just I'm not sold on her right now. But this does give me hope that some of those characters, those scrap concepts, will see the light of day in this game in some form or capacity. And of course, at this portion right here, this is where I said it removed all doubt because everything looks really smooth. Storm! Every time. And there is the diagonal rising tackle. That was one of the new moves he was set to have in the scrapped Garo 2. Love to see it. So along, of course, with having some of those scrap characters being in this game in some form of capacity, some of those scrap new moves are going to see the light of day in this game as well, which Oda pretty much confirmed in interviews, which I also covered in that video a while ago. Woo! It's just these comic book effects. I can't get over it. Hotaru is looking so good. Griffin time! Suplex City, bitch! Throwing them freaking lariats like nobody's business. Let me look at this because again, she's not bad, it's just I'm not sold on her yet.
If you're not unbreakable, you must have a weak point.
That made me laugh for some reason.
For you, Terry.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves.
Our man Rock got a little bit of character development there. Now you got the geyser. I like this song. Can't wait to hear character themes for this already. 2025. Well, if it isn't obvious already, I love what I saw. I was quite satisfied with what I... I'm laughing because I love and hate the fact that the game comes out next year. I love it because it's showing that SNK is going to take their time and it's not going to be a rush job, because with Mortal Kombat 1, you kind of see what happens when you put out a rush job even in this day and age. I hate it because I want to play it. I want to play it. And I am not going to be at EVO Japan, so... But with that being said, at least somewhere in between EVO Japan and early next year, there's got to be some betas there, so definitely looking forward to those. With that being said, while Chris Lotus, was very happy with what SNK revealed the SNK World Championships, there seems to be some disappointment amongst a couple of fans, and that of course concerns KOF 15. You could even hear it if you go back and watch the VOD. When everything had pretty much wrapped up with the tournament, you could hear people in the crowd chanting Season 3. All I've really got to say in that aspect is EVO Japan is next month. What I am hoping is that SNK just kind of looked at everything like, okay, SNK World Championships, people saw the first hint of City of the Wolves, they're gonna want more since we haven't really put out much since EVO, so put that out first. And then hopefully there's something concerning a Season 3 of King of Fighters 15 at EVO Japan. Because again, City of the Wolves is gonna be there. It's gonna be a playable beta, demo, whatever you wanna call it. I would imagine since that game is there, if they're gonna reveal anything, it's gonna be KOF related. Like maybe they might reveal another character for City of the Wolves, but I'm just hoping that there's something for KOF 15. Before I move on, let me stress this. I like KOF 15. A lot of people think that I've been pretty much very mean to that game, but it's like, while I have a lot of critiques, I still like it. Still play it. But with that being said, just looking at the bigger picture, City of the Wolves, again, is not coming until next year. What is going to hold everybody over until then? Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a beta. I'm going to guesstimate until the fall. That's my guesstimate. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than one. Like, there might be 2 at the very least. But it's like, what is going to hold everybody over until then? Like, people, from what I'm seeing, there are a significant amount of folks craving for a season 3. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say about all of that. What do you all think? This get you hyped for City of the Wolves? Are you looking for more? Matter of fact, hold on, speaking of wanting more, while I was happy with all this, again, I keep emphasizing this, and I know it's probably gonna come, but still, I'm still waiting to see how SNK, in their words when it comes to City of the Wolves, is going to rev up the single player experience. Still looking forward to it, I'm just saying. Because the design of everything looks promising, and seeing that they're kind of going a little bit crazy with the design of this game, I would hope there's going to be something different, something creative when it comes to the single player experience. I know like all the obvious modes are going to be there, but still. Oda was talking about really revving it up. I want to see how they're going to do it, but that's probably going to come somewhere down the line. We're probably not going to hear about any of that until either all the characters are revealed, the main roster characters, or maybe like, I guess halfway or something. Because I know at one point, SNK gave more details about King of Fighters 15 in somewhere like in the middle of character reveals. But like I said, still got time. We still got time. Let me know what you think of these trailers. Again, did they get you hyped? Do you want more? Are you upset about the fact that there was no King of Fighters 15 Season 3 announcement? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, and also before I go, just to keep some people posted, because I know some people probably are wondering it, some people probably don't care, whatever, I'm just going to put it out there. Some people were wondering why I was gone for so long, just out of nowhere. And I apologize for the fact that I didn't keep you all posted. I could have posted on my community tab, but just to put it out there, just so you know, and I'm going to try to keep it brief because I know this video is probably going to run long enough as it is. Last year, mid-late November, I contracted, I don't think we're allowed to still, like, I don't know what YouTube's terms are, so I'm gonna play it safe. I caught C19, the virus. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just playing it safe here. And yeah, it was hell. Like, more so, I remember my throat just burning to the point where I didn't even want to, like, eat or drink. Which was foolish on my account because I didn't hydrate properly, and on top of that, I wasn't moving around a whole bunch, and that resulted in me getting rhabdomyolysis in my legs. And for quite a while, like, I was in the hospital for a week, and for like a month or so, I couldn't stand or walk on my own. I literally left in the hospital in a wheelchair. But fast forward through all of that, right now I'm doing better. I've been in physical therapy for the past couple of months. Also in the midst of all of this happening with like the rhabdomyolysis, and I had never heard of this before I got it. Oh my god. But also in the midst of this, I suffered some nerve damage in my right hand because in the beginning I really couldn't move it. Overall, I'm doing better right now in case you're concerned. I can stand on my own, I can walk on my own, I'm just a little bit slow. I'm still going to physical therapy. I just started occupational therapy for uses of my hand, which is another reason why I really didn't play a lot of games in the beginning or even make any content, just because my right hand was jacked up. Again, I went to the neurologist last week and they basically said I got some nerve damage, but it's nothing too bad, so that's cool. And also, like, so much stuff happened. Like, the weirdest thing that the doctor had told me when I was in the hospital was that apparently I had suffered a heart attack, but it wasn't exactly a heart attack, which, again, I should have asked what that meant, but when it was first told to me, I'm like, what? Like, any of you who might be in the medical field that watch this, let me know if that sounds familiar or whatnot, because I'm literally concerned about that. But again, overall, I'm doing better. Obviously, now that I'm, you know, back to making videos again. So yeah, that was the long and short of it. Again, I apologize for kind of just vanishing into thin air and not really saying a word. Again, I hope all of you all are doing well. Take care of yourselves out there. Be safe, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.